Yeah.
God, that really stung. Hello and welcome to the lobby, GameSpot's weekly hangout every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, right here on GameSpot.com. I'm your host, Danny Dwyer. Delighted as ever to be joined by Christopher Waters.
Hey, Danny.
Hey to go.
Oh, man.
You doing all right?
Yes.
You know who's in the house, though?
I'm torn about today's show.
Why are you torn?
Because the USA's playing Belgium.
Nothing else is happening.
Because nothing else is happening
right now.
I'm torn because it's been so long. Alex Newhouse has been here as our news intern for a while, and it's the first time we had him on the show.
I know.
Yeah.
Who's in the house? Alex Newhouse, or
Alex
as
the
I'm
intern.
going to refer to you for the rest of the show, Alex the intern.
Yes.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I got one question to ask you.
Yeah.
How many German testicles have you made explode this week?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Countless. Yes.
Wow.
Really?
I played a lot.
How many can you do this morning?
Hopefully 3.
Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the 3 nut shot challenge. We got a bunch more games on today's show. Yeah. We got the new World of Warcraft expansion pack, Warlords of Draenor. Is it
Nailed it.
Warlords of Draenor? I used to play WoW a lot. That's gonna be on the show later. We got beta access to that, and you can also win beta access. We're giving away a hell of a bunch of keys.
Sweet.
But I'm not gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna just dangle out there like a pair of German testicles, just waiting to
Get sniped.
Also, Divinity Original Sin, but let's talk about that later. Right now, it's time to explode some World War II testicles, Alex,
Yes.
with Sniper Elite 3. Not actually called Sniper Elite version 3
It's called
anymore.
V3 in Europe.
Oh,
I
it
believe.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah. North America can't handle.
It was Sniper Elite V2. Now, not so much.
As we can see here, Alex is already not sniping someone.
Nope.
How much of this game, because you've played a bunch of this, both you guys have actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex, first of all, with you, how much of this game is this close quarters kind of stealthy stuff?
As much as you want, really.
yeah.
I do a lot of sniping. I did a lot of sniping when I was playing this yesterday. And, but I mean, you can sneak through and knife everyone if you want. Some people you have to snipe or shoot. But there is quite a bit of it if you choose to play that route.
So have you been picking the sniping because you just prefer the sniping, or is the stealth stuff not good?
The stealth stuff like that, running up and knifing someone, is okay. It's the same animation every time, but I'm gonna kill this guy real quick.
Kill him, kill him.
Call your organs. I'm saying lung.
I'm saying stomach.
I'm gonna go. Oh,
That was a liver,
Ooh.
I think.
that was everything.
Liver shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you also.
Wow. And now his head is burning off.
All right.
Nicely done.
Let's get that guy.
So yeah, Sniper Elite, obviously known for these kind of slow motion, bullet porn,
Yes.
internal organ destroying shots. The one we of course were referencing earlier, you can blow off a man's testicles.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Or like fragment the skull.
The version V2 was really good, but they definitely seem to be leaning more into it this year with like the organs, because it was just bones before, predominantly anyway, wasn't it? It was
Well, bones will shatter and like fragment. There's a model for that. Organs sometimes will like burst or something like that, but mostly it's just blood. Like they don't deform too much in the way that bones do. So even though it is tempting to make every shot a nut shot, you also want to go for bones sometimes because they shatter in gross ways.
I always go for bone.
Yeah. So why I'm staying right here is because there's a generator behind me that's making noise and masking my shots every so often. So I'm gonna hang out up here for a bit and
Chill out, man.
pick out
Spot
some people.
Germans.
Yeah.
Can you snipe a man's
Get
nuts
him
when
in-
he's sitting
Oh,
down?
I
Oh
just
no,
missed.
too early.
There we go.
Okay, now I got it. What do you think? Is it gonna be? Whoop!
What the hell did you?
You did it. You did it real good.
Was that a rocket?
So sometimes you can snipe like grenades if they're on the belt of the guys.
Oh, very
could have
cool.
happened.
So that could have happened.
That's cool.
There could have been, I think there could have been some kind of tank of fuel in that tent, but you know.
That was interesting.
I want to let all the folks at home know as well, if you've got any questions in the Twitch chat or in the GameSpot comments or the GameSpot chat, feel free to throw them in there. Just stick a big old question in capital beforehand,
right by that road.
and the guys will get them out to us here on the stage.
Right.
What are you doing here? You got some
Tutorial stuff.
Just learning about the sort of stealth mechanic, right? Like
Yes.
on screen right now you have this little eyeball that shows your visibility, but once they hear a noise, it goes into this whole other tiered system of like stealth discoverability.
That guy.
Oh, he jumped over the nut protector,
Oh, gosh.
aka wall. Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Incapacitate. That's horrible. Have you like is he gonna be in a wheelchair now or
No,
something?
so
Is
what?
that-
Yeah, like you basically shattered his pelvis.
Oh.
But you can actually, if you look, like keep an eye on him,
Yeah.
he can be revived. So you can do that like super nasty sniper thing of like incapacitated dude to draw out other guys and then snipe them. I forget
That's
what
horrible.
movie that was famous.
it looks
Saving
like-
Private Ryan was a.
Was it in that
That's
one?
how Vin Diesel got gat.
Oh,
That game.
Vinny.
His first ever movie.
Really?
Yeah. Spielberg saw his pilot. Anyway, you've not destroyed one testicle yet.
I haven't. I'm working on it, Danny.
You
Yeah.
need to up your testicles.
Here, let me
burst
see if I can
game.
get this guy.
I can't go to sleep unless I see some testicles exploding, so you better.
Oh yeah.
God, you gotta.
That'll incapacitate you, all right?
Yeah. Well, not then.
So now you've got this extra glowing meter on the right side of sort of the bottom right side of the radar circle.
Yeah.
And it'll basically cool down as people search for you and as you get away from sight. And so, Alex, we were talking earlier, and you know, you were mentioning you can do it. You know, you can go full stealth. You can actually kind of just like crazy snipe your way through, and if anyone gets close, try to silence pistol them or SMG them. What has been your preferred playstyle so far? Sort of what have you found yourself gravitating towards?
I really like sneaking up behind them and shooting them in the head with the silenced pistol.
Oh,
I
nasty.
find that the most satisfying. Like if I can do it right here, like that.
Oh.
It's just such a satisfying ping.
This corpse.
I also not the biggest fan of the gore.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I tend to stick more towards the silenced pistol, which is
Think it's a bit too much?
might be a little bit too
Yeah?
much. Yeah.
Chris, I got a question here from the chat. Yellow Sanchez says, can you obtain a domino effect kill streak for one shot? Have you seen that?
Where like the bullet goes
Yeah,
through
yeah.
multiple dudes. I was trying to do that in a now playing that Sean and I did. I was not able to, but I remember being able to do that in V2.
I did it too.
Bam!
A couple
There we
times. I did
go.
it with 3 people actually.
Alex,
Three?
Yeah.
Three?
So, yeah.
Did you get 3 nut shots? Because if you don't do that in the next
This
like
had
8
better
minutes,
be a nut
you're
shot.
fired, bro. You got it. Oh.
God.
Don't you even?
There, let's watch. He's presenting. Do it now.
No, just he's incapacitated. Someone's gonna come and help him up.
It doesn't. You gotta go. You gotta at least
You
finish
can
him.
line up.
Like,
No,
you can
like
hit it.
wait for someone to come and then shoot them in
Do you
their
know how
face.
big? Oh, that's it. That's it.
He's coming.
Do you know how big German testicles are? Like I've seen a lot.
Have you?
Yeah.
Just by watching like the World Cup.
Sure.
So that guy dead.
Kill. He died. Isolated
out.
ghost. What
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That he was alone and I did it without.
And now he's a ghost. Is he haunting you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
for
if you
every
shoot his testicles off, will his testicles haunt you for the rest of the game?
for every ghost experience bonus you get, you get another ghost following you and haunting your eternal soul.
Vanti asks, can you turn on slow-mo for all shots? Have you seen anything like that, Alex?
You can turn it on for any kill shot with a sniper rifle.
Okay.
Anything else?
It just doesn't
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, you're not going to get SMG or silenced pistol stuff. But yeah, you can adjust how frequently it happens. Like
Okay.
you can like choose increased or normal or like no X-ray.
Right.
There's a few more options.
try to
in
get this guy.
V3.
Here we go. Here we go. Keep your job at GameSpot. No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Just not wanting me to get that nut shot.
I believe in you.
We are going to have to have a lesson on German male anatomy.
Apparently.
While you're
Very
doing that,
specific.
while you're
Look,
setting up.
there's a sleeping guy in that tent.
Oh yeah.
I think he's dead.
Oh, he might be dead. Did you kill him?
No,
natural
he's
causes.
dead. Yes.
A lot of people in the North African
kicked it.
wars, Rommel just waited and they just died of natural causes.
Yeah.
Noodle Legs on
Diseases.
Twitch asks, how is the length of the game? Does the slow-mo bullet stuff get annoying throughout it? Alex, you played a bunch. You played like good 5-6 hours of this, right?
Just not wanting me to.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know. Is he going to get lucky with the crouched? Nope. Wait.
Oh, so close.
Oh.
Uh,
Ribs.
All right, well,
you
I
can
gotta
get a little
out
bit
here.
more zoom if you want. Push up on the D-pad, get
Yes.
that nice bull shot.
Well, anyways, as what's his name was asking.
Yes.
It is the same sort of bullet cam every single time you do it. So I did find that it did get
Bit
a
trite.
bit old after a
Okay.
while. So you can just press A and skip it.
Okay.
If you wanted to pick up the pace or whatever.
At that stage, is the game still fun? Like what? Just like, what do you think about this? Have you enjoyed playing it? Like, is it something that's worth picking up?
If you're really into stealth games like this, I think that it's pretty good. I mean, the AI isn't the best ever. They stay on strict paths and they just go straight back to doing their own thing, even if they find a body.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's really changed if you just wait it out for a bit.
Yeah, they kind of do, like they get those alert, that there's a yellow circle on there, so they'll be alerted and they'll kind of search the nearby area, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
They're not too tenacious.
Right,
Although there
exactly.
there are different difficulty sliders. Do you know
Yes.
if that affects their kind of awareness?
yeah, it
spheres
does.
and
It
stuff?
does affect their awareness. I think the alert timer lasts longer. They're more aware of things going on around them.
Is there anyone left in this map to murder?
I'm
to be
working on
alert?
it.
There's like dozens. Yeah.
All right. Well, time is not your friend at the moment, man.
Wait for it to get small.
Oh.
I think if you wait for
Yeah,
the
to zoom in. Chris thinks he can do
wait
it.
for it to get a little
know.
smaller. Aim small, miss small, right? I don't know. what that
Alex
means.
got it under
I
enough
never
pressure
understood.
right
There's
now.
a guy right
Yeah.
up on that ridge through that bush.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh well.
He's not going to be our intern anymore if unless he gets 3 nut shots and like. And by 3 nut shots, I mean I want 6 balls here. I
No,
want 6.
you never.
Is it? No?
You never double.
Okay.
At least I have never seen that. I don't know.
Okay, so 3
Sneaky
balls.
guy.
Alex may have seen something different.
3 balls. I don't want an extra ball. I'd be happy with like a set then. I guess. That
That was
wasn't
a nice headshot.
Yeah.
Where do you think German people's testicles are, Alex?
In their heads, apparently.
It's like,
Somewhere in the head region.
That
Elvis?
was-
Let's try to get somewhere.
Here we
right.
go. I believe in you. While you're doing that, more questions. Hassan asks about the multiplayer. Have you guys played any of it?
Negative.
I couldn't get into any games besides one 1v1
Okay.
yesterday. I mean, it's basically the same as single player, except you have another guy stalking you.
I think the game is out today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
it is.
So it's not. We haven't had too much experience
Right.
with.
There is co-op in this as well.
Is there?
I saw
I'm
in
not
the,
sure about
I saw
that.
in the
Is
menu.
there?
I thought I saw cooperative.
Huh, I haven't checked that out.
It'd be good to cover my 6 with a trap.
It would. Cover your 6 with a trap full of German testicles.
Barrel looks dangerous.
Yeah, so
Observations about my environment.
voice acting, huh?
How's the voice acting in this game, Alex?
Not really a
Gruff.
fan.
Yeah, you know where you could have stuck that knife?
In his testicles.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's
You got like
enter the
3 or
sniper
4
trap.
minutes here.
Got a good sniper perch here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Take your time.
Okay.
Just really line it up. Wait until like your breath is
Zoom-
like totally empty.
Zoom right in.
Just zen. The tiniest red spot. Nope,
Oh.
too high, too high. A little lower.
How's that look?
You can zoom in a bit more, I
A
think.
little lower.
Nope.
D-pad, no?
Go, do it. Oh, okay. All
All
right.
right, take your
Good.
time,
Wait
take
for
your
your shot. Wait for your shot.
There's an art to taking a man's
I'm gonna go for
twig
it.
and berries.
Right there? You think?
Yeah, I think that was.
Oh,
incapacitated.
not wanting to get his-
get his bro,
Oh
get his
my
bro.
goodness, that was such a close call. You almost hit his testicles.
Relocate
The biscuit almost went into the basket.
Biscuit almost did. Man, I'm just not having luck today.
Oh gosh.
Ooh. Ooh. Should we?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
He sees your ghost.
Man, if I saw a ghost of a dude who was taking people's balls, I'd probably
All right,
just
well-
wouldn't be.
You're in a tight spot.
This could be interesting.
You're in
go.
a tight spot.
You're free balling.
Yep. Looks like we're
Oh,
gonna
gosh.
go for it.
Yep, that is elite right there.
Yes.
Kill or don't. be
If we
killed.
went to restart this area, would you have a couple more shots from that perch?
Yes.
Do that, do that, do that.
Okay.
Do that. I swear to God, maybe this says all I care about this video game, but all I care about is just seeing someone get. Yeah, here we go.
Danny, I think regular viewers of the lobby know where your priorities lie.
Oh, please,
All right.
God, take his balls.
I feel like that's in testing.
Yes.
That was pretty.
He had 2 grenades for balls. That could be the only explanation.
Well, his balls are definitely gone now. We can say that.
They are no more.
I think he can get one more. I think he can do it.
You want to restart it or try from here?
Whatever you need to do,
Yeah, you can restart. Feel
get
free to
what you
restart.
need.
All right. That was perfect spot. Let's try to get it. I might
It
just
loads
get-
very quickly.
I will say the reloading time on this does make me want to play it more because
Yeah.
it means you can just keep harvesting balls.
Right. It does.
Do it, Newhouse.
Does load very quickly. All right. Let's try.
so far away.
Lower.
Oh. Not getting with that guy.
Yeah, try that, dude. If this was the forest, it'd be really hard to shoot their balls off.
Don't even know. They don't even have them, Danny. They're
don't.
Ken dolls.
Ooh.
That might be it.
Come on.
That might be good. He was crouched. You are getting all sorts of crazy
It's right at,
explosive kills.
right at the waist.
Every
Oh,
single
man.
time. I don't want to go on to the next section of the show until you get a ball.
Get a ball. Get one.
I can hear voices in my ear, but no.
Oh my god.
Look at that guy. Yeah.
Nope. It's not happening.
Reload. Reload. Give yourself one more shot.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
Maybe there's someone closer than that guy. Is there someone else?
There's a guy right
No, closer.
You just gotta think and put yourself in the mindset. Of
Look, there's a dude right there. Right there. Look at him.
Look,
Where is he?
right
He's
there.
just asking for his balls to get taken off.
Look, you can
you
even
shoot
see
through?
where his butt is in those not very form-fitting. Lower! Where are you aiming?
I don't want to.
There, like right at the. You were
Get those
aiming
guys, get those guys.
full-on kidney styles.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on.
No scope,
Nope.
baby. No scope ball shot.
Ooh,
It's
not great.
I mean, he's looking through a scope.
Yeah.
Load it again.
Load it again. Load it again.
All right.
The Twitch chat has spoken. They want their balls.
Uh-oh. I loaded into
Come on.
high alert.
Oh, he's on the run.
In motion ball shot.
This is the shot you were born to take. No.
Man, it's really not wanting me to get the balls.
Come on. Oh, we might have one
Come
here.
on. Come on. Come on.
That was pretty low. Just please don't explode. Oh, intestines! No, you did get a glimpse of them.
I got to
Yes,
see
you
some
did get a
balls.
glimpse.
You got a glimpse. Is that enough to satiate your ball lust,
No,
Danny?
all my ball lust is just even more ravenous now that I've seen some.
You've got a taste and you want more?
Oh.
This is getting out of hand.
Yes.
Reload, reload.
Intestine shot? What intestine shot?
Reload.
I'm loading into a high alert situation now.
It's fine. Get that guy. Yeah, he's an idiot.
All right. Is the guy over there? No.
He's behind the ball protector.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's
Gonna
gonna
get
be
it
something.
long?
I'm hoping his balls are tucked up into over his pants.
Arm? Arm bone? Oh yeah! Oh my god, out the ribs.
I don't know if we're gonna get it.
All right.
Vicious.
One more chance.
Okay.
One more. This is the
High
Olympic.
alert.
This is the World Cup final of taking dudes' balls. Do it. I believe
This
in you.
is your shot.
USA.
I don't know if I can get the run.
On
USA.
the run. All right, wait for it.
Let the
I
balls
believe in
come to you.
Look, there's a guy to the right of the tent. He's fairly stationary.
Let the balls
yeah,
come to
that guy.
you.
This is gonna be tough. He's in a crouched position. There's a lot of stuff down near his balls.
Come on. You do it.
Show me the testes. Nope. Nope. That's intestines.
Ah.
Wow.
Wait, there.
He didn't have any
was,
balls.
that was not
He didn't have any balls.
anatomically correct there.
Listen, hey.
Look, I didn't know
Not
so many of these.
There's a plurality of human physiology out there.
Is this the
all
eunuch
right?
brigade?
Here, let's
Shoot
just
that guy.
try to get this
Shoot that guy. Yeah.
Oh, you had it!
You had it.
Ah!
The pressure is too
Oh,
much.
no.
Proving
Not getting
too
it.
much.
Chris, you've got one shot.
Chris.
One shot.
Reload.
This is Sniper Elite version 3. It's out on a bunch of platforms: PS3, PS4, Xbox 360,
Oh, what is this? It's not
PC.
inverted. I can't.
and Windows.
You play inverted?
Yes.
We're playing this on
What's the button again? Is it RB to do the slowdown stuff?
Yeah, RB or press in
can
on
do
the
it.
left stick.
Oh my god, this is very challenging. Okay.
You got someone sneaking up behind you too.
I don't care.
Ooh.
Stand up, you fool.
I think
Do it.
Stand.
Oh, they got that guy in the background. Oh, you're getting murdered from
I
behind.
am.
He's taking your balls.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh well.
Oh,
well.
gosh.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, that's, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, that's not really
You lost this one.
Not shot.
Badly.
Not shot 0. Fired.
Fired. Yep.
Get out.
You had a good run, buddy. I'm just gonna be taking this right here.
I'll be honest.
need that.
It might be a slow week next week. We might have you back on to try and get even more nut shots.
I'll try my best.
Alex Newhouse, thank you so much for
Yes,
coming on.
thank you guys
and
for having me.
Thank
showing
you,
us
man.
some German balls, even if they didn't get exploded.
Game is pretty fun.
We'll be back in a moment. Kevin Van Orr is going to be on to show off some new Divinity game. Divinity Original Sin. It's like the 7th Divinity game, and I know so little about this. Kevin knows all about it, so stay tuned. Also, we're giving away those... You don't? Really? Also,
He knows more.
We're going to give away a bunch of World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor codes super soon, so stay tuned. Back in a second.
From the most realistic players ever created in a FIFA title to fully realised arenas with living pitches, this year we've brought a whole new level of visuals to the game. One of the first things you'll notice in FIFA 15 is just how authentic players look to their real-life counterparts. Our overhauled lighting system vastly changes how players appear, creating a much more natural environment and a true-to-life look. Our new character models and body rigging will make players feel powerful and athletic. You'll also notice incredible new features like visible breathing and hair movement. You'll see kits move realistically and visibly get dirty with both mud and grass as the match unfolds. On the pitch itself, boots and slide tackles will now leave marks on the grass. And as the match goes on, the playing surface becomes increasingly weathered, just as it would in a real match. In wet weather games, rain, spray and debris will kick up off the turf as players battle for the ball. Stadiums will now include animated LED boards. Corner flags will now move and goal frames will rattle if a shot smashes off the bar or lift off the ground if a strike or rifle is run into the back of the net. Incredible visuals is only one part of the FIFA 15 story. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more upcoming innovations, including emotion and intensity and player control.
Sports. That's a thing. That's maybe happening now.
A show.
Hello. Welcome back to the lobby. We're going to give away those codes pretty soon. Don't worry about it. Keep watching. What's going on? Sports.
Denny! Hey, how's it going over there, buddy? Get it together.
Maybe I'm watching something else.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, it's not. It's gonna. Just hold on. Okay, no. never
No,
mind.
we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, we can talk about. All right.
No,
cool.
wait. We need to keep talking on our single shots
No, what we need to do
to
is
create a mystery about what's happening next.
what could possibly be happening. I don't know.
Oh,
no,
It's Kevin Van Ord. Kevin, hey.
Are we live?
No, see,
what's
yeah.
going on?
Right.
But what we do is first we introduce it. We have to introduce it properly for all the on-demand versions. So
Right.
that's when I go.
Right. Oh yeah. Hi.
Cool. Should we do that?
So Divinity Original Sin. Okay, well they cut there, so I got to do it again because then the cut happened.
This is how the sausage is made.
Hello, welcome back to the lobby. Did you know there's a new Divinity game out? Kevin Van Ort does. That's why he's here to talk to us all about it.
Well, hello.
Divinity Original Sin.
Yes.
It's a much better name than Divine Divinity. That really irked me.
That it is.
I wasn't
Isn't
a
that
fan
still
of
the
that.
name of like a power in that game, though?
That's all right. I can
Set
deal with
yourself
that.
against the divine divinity.
It's been a while since I played the original Divine Divinity. It's been
That was
been
like
years. It's been years.
2002?
But you can play it on Steam now, which is good. You can now get Divine. Well, you could get it before on GOG as well, but you can get Divine Divinity. It had a sequel Beyond Divinity,
Yeah.
and then
There's a
Divinity
bunch of
2.
them.
Yeah. And then Divinity 2 came out, and that was a different kind of game, a third-person
Yeah.
sort of action RPG.
But
type
Original
thing.
Sin is different as well because they're kind of leaning into the
Original
co-op
Sin's completely
and-
different.
And
yeah.
you play as two different people as well and all that.
Yeah, at one time. So Chris is getting me already
Hi-ya!
going. Yeah, look at that.
It also
He knows how
looks
it works.
really good. So for folks who don't know anything about this, Kevin,
looks very
mechanically,
good.
what type of game is Divinity Original
All right,
Sin?
so this is an isometric view role-playing game. So at first blush, you might think, hey, this looks a whole lot like Diablo, but it's not actually like
I would
Diablo at
probably
all.
think it looks a lot like Diablo.
Shush,
More of a Diablo.
shush your pedantic mouth.
Yes, Kevin.
So you start with your two adventurers, and this is the very, very beginning of the game. I'm beyond this, but because of where I am in the game, I suspect that it would be really boring to show that stuff
Right.
off. So this is actually the beginning. So at first blush, yeah, it looks a little bit like it might be like a Diablo kind of thing, or Diablo, or
Path of Exile.
Jabjoj. But instead, it's a lot more like Temple of Elemental Evil, if you ever played that. So you get the top-down thing, but once combat starts, it actually goes turn-based.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to show you that, but first I'm going to come over here, pick up a
Loot a corpse.
scroll, maybe pick up a shell.
Pick up those.
Do you
wall
always,
man.
because you've got the warrior and then your mystic, which is kind of like your healer.
Yeah,
Do
well,
you
in this
always
case-
control the warrior?
You can control either one.
Okay.
So either one has different different socialization skills. So it's not like in conversation, it's not just defaulting to.
Yeah.
It's whoever you're controlling at the time. You can switch between them, and there are reasons to switch between them. So for example, my witch, she can talk to animals. So sometimes there's a reason to switch over.
So if you click on it with the dude, he's like, what do you ask me to talk to this animal for? I can't talk to animals. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
they're just like meow.
All right.
Does he say meow and then it's like, oh, nothing?
Well, no, he doesn't say meow. But it's actually interesting because there's one part towards the beginning of the game where you're talking to a wizard. There we go. So here's battle. So as soon as battle initiates, you get into a turn-based deal.
Goddess be with you, master.
Turn-based.
Yes.
All right. Is it? All right. So they're running in. They're initiating.
So they're running. There's going to be
it-
one guy that's left, if I recall correctly, and he's going to do a summon.
Eyes drawn forth from blood.
Skeletons.
I bid you aid.
Golems.
And boom.
Close.
There you go.
Or orcs?
So all the combat is
Oh, those are
turn-based.
skeletons.
So the combat is all turn-based,
Okay.
although you can do things that are sort of combat-oriented even when you're not in combat, like heal each other or attack doors and things like that. So fight is beginning, and it tells you can control and find out attributes over these things. So right now, it starts with my witch gets the first turn, so she's got a lot of different things that she can do. It's nice, you start with like a good variety of spells. It's not like blah, like a lot of RPGs, you can like, I
Yeah,
can do
two.
the one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So the
And
first
do the
thing I'm going
ranged
to do
attack, and then I can learn area attack.
is I am going to summon a
Summon your
spider.
own skeletons?
I'm going to summon a spider.
Oh, sick.
So the first thing that happens is she's like, boom!
Oh, gross.
There's a gross spider for you.
Nice.
It looks really good. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, the game's very good looking.
Spider's already talking
And now
smack.
she preserves 2 action points. She's done. Moving on to the spider's turn. So I'm just going to go after the summon. Ouch! I love that animation like
Where
crazy.
did it go?
the Twitch
He's
chat wants
done.
the Twitch
It
chat
took
wants
just
to
that
know.
one.
The
Nice.
Twitch chat wants to know how much ball physics is in this game.
There is approximately no ball physics.
That's really disappointing.
Well, we have to have a diverse show here, Danny. We have to have it. This appears to arachnophiles. Testophiles we already appealed to
That's
in our
disgusting.
first segment. And then
Alright.
later on, Warcraft something.
So let's do some other magic. Let's do this sort of magic missile here.
Shobi89 asks, do you have a main character or a bunch of characters? These are the only 2 characters you actually play as, right? You don't
these are
customize.
you can add more characters to your party. You'll
Okay.
eventually come across people that hench people that you can add to your party and whatnot. They're all fully controllable. They all have their own inventories and so on and so forth.
2 at a time always?
So no, not 2 at a time.
Oh, really?
Always. You get more.
Okay. So you get up to, do you know up to what? Or?
I don't know. I want to say it's probably 4, but
Okay.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
And do they all
that,
have the
'cause I haven't.
dialogue options you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, you always have. Yeah,
Keep going.
exactly. You always get the dialogue stuff.
Jeez.
Sorry, I get distracted easily.
We're asking you a lot of questions.
Because
to
I
be
know
fair.
there's some dialogue stuff coming up.
Oh, that was a really
Playing
close
at the same
magic
time.
shot that you did there, Kevin. I like how the magic, how it's like snakes. It's not just a straight line arrow. It
Yeah, it's
kind of
really
like
good
swerves
looking.
its way in there.
So what's interesting is I played some of this game when it was an alpha, but I did not actually play, any of the later stuff after the alpha in like January.
This was Kickstarter, right?
yes,
believe-
this was
yeah,
kickstarted.
They got over 1 million, I think, and they asked,
Yeah,
they
they-
asked for about 400,000.
Nicely
So-
done.
And what they did is they made a really, what seems to be a really good game so far. I'm still early times. Obviously, I'm beyond this early time.
Yeah.
Again, this is basically the introduction stuff, but things get really, really interested. So this is where you can I can attack this, but you have to be really careful when you choose to attack stuff in the environment because your stuff takes damage.
Okay. Your weapons?
Your weapons take damage.
Like
and it
more
can-
so than you should be used to in
Yes, and it
role-playing
can
games?
happen really fast, especially if you're. Be very careful with, especially if you're a rogue using daggers or something. Those things can break really fast.
Bobman88 asks, is there a co-op mode in this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
You can totally co-op, and it has really interesting conversation things that you can do. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to show you that just in the single-player bit because. There's actually a rock. Yeah, you can move stuff around. This looks a little silly visually.
Force power, I like it.
But that's kind. I mean,
Can you-
like having that. Does that lead to any kind of? I mean, removing an obstacle is one thing, but does that lead to any
Yeah.
kind of exploration
Totally,
or puzzles?
totally.
like that
In
kind of
combat,
stuff?
you can use that stuff. Like if there's a
Oh,
barrel of
interesting.
oil, then I can throw that on the floor and spread oil, and then I can throw a candle on top of it and set it aflame.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll actually, I think you're actually going to see that soon. So there's apparently a mine ahead. So I have to come up here. I can't. There it is.
Completely unrelated, this game is made by Larian, of course, who've made all the Divinity games, and they're located in Belgium. So just,
Yeah, totally.
Belgium, huh?
Belgium, yeah.
I hear that's a okay nation for
all right.
people with bad opinions about stuff.
No.
Whoa!
Oops.
That did not
That was a
seem to be
mistake.
a real safe
No, that
way
was
to defuse
that was a
that
mistake.
mine.
That I
Oh,
meant
you're
to,
on fire.
I meant to cast a spell with her, and I failed. I wasn't thinking.
You just collaborated with your staff.
I did. That was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, G. Wenners asks, is there friendly fire? Did we just answer that question
Yes,
there?
there is friendly fire for sure. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
was
drop
a-
that scroll in there.
Surprised you managed to deflect that damage. That was a close one.
And if
Kevin.
you don't want, you can do something like if you don't want them to stay together like that, you can. If you want to control them individually, you can just drag their portraits apart like that, and then now she'll stay put.
separate?
Yeah, and you need to do
How
that
far
for
can
some
you go?
puzzle solving. Anywhere in the world.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
You can be completely separate. That's especially handy in co-op if you want to separate with your, from your partner and go and do different things.
What have you thought
can
about?
Still do that.
What have you thought about the story so far? Affinity's asking, is the story as well thought out as?
Right now, I'm just
Divinity?
blah about the story. Like
Okay.
it's just whatever. It's sort of like, oh, you're going to the village and the wizard there summoned you and you have to solve a murder, kind of thing. And that's in the main story. That's all I'm doing right now because I'm really distracted by the sudden glut of things that I get to do. And there's a lot of exploration because this is not a game that holds your hand. This is not a game that sometimes a little too. It expects you a little too much out of you to figure out how stuff worked, like how the weapon damage worked and how to repair it. It took me
You
a
want a
little
wiki?
while to figure out
Okay.
actually how to do some of that stuff.
You were saying earlier, like the characters you find, there is no in terms of customization before you get them. Can you make your own characters, or can you customize your characters once you
as
found
far as I
them?
know, only the two at the beginning, the two that you make at the beginning are the
Yeah.
only ones that you can customize, as far as I know.
The rest of them are all just in-game characters you kind of run into.
Exactly.
So far. Okay.
Exactly.
And then there are loadouts and gear and stuff like that. Like inventory-wise, is there much you can do?
Yep. Here's a huge
Check
inventory, and you get between characters. And if you need one character to have another thing, you actually have to switch it between the two.
Sorry, did you say
to
his name
use
was
it.
Hugh?
No, his name is Roderick.
huge inventory.
Yeah,
Roderick.
huge inventory.
Oh, okay.
The Hugh inventory. That
Hugh
would be,
Grant.
that would be
Hugh's
really
inventory.
great.
Can you name him Hugh if you want?
You can, yes.
Great.
You can, I went with the default names, which are Roderick and Scarlet, but you can use whatever you want. And in this case, I need to get past that door.
Did you go into the skills and talents were there as well? What's in there?
Oh, yeah.
What else we got?
So over here, we've got, here is just it's all the regular stuff. But if I move over here, you've got different weapon abilities, defensive abilities, skills, all of your stuff under personality.
Excellent.
And when you make decisions, you can, because your two
Nasty
characters.
deeds.
Yeah, nasty deeds, which would be
Not
thieving
murdering
and
people,
stuff like
no?
that. And then there are talents like this that eventually you get talent points. Like right now, he's
Far
an
out,
opportunist,
man.
which means he gets to perform additional attacks of opportunity. This guy gets maximum action 2 points when his health is low.
What's
and all
escapist? Do you
sorts of stuff.
write
Escapist? Where is
op-eds?
that? It just turns you into Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Escapist allows you to flee combat even when enemies are right next to you.
What about Far Out Man? You got a
Farman
surfboard?
increases the range of spells and scrolls by 2 meters, so you get a little extra there. So at this point, I should have been paying attention. I'm going to need to do something with this door. Probably bash it.
You should probably bash that door.
So, given that landmine earlier, I mean,
Yeah.
this sort of seems like it's a high fantasy kind of setting, but a landmine isn't exactly like swords and sorcery type domain.
No, that's
so,
true.
Like, does it sort of cast the net wide in terms of what kind of gear and what kind of world this is? Like, how much is technology, in a more modern sense, part of this world?
It does have some elements of things that you might more associate with, like, kind of steampunk whatever, and it teaches you to quick save, so I might as well just do what it says, right?
Nice work.
Just in case. And but it does cast its net a little bit wide, but it's mostly, Tolkien-esque fantasy. So here's an issue where it's like, okay, what do I do here? I've got all this fire and I have to pass. Well, it just so happens there's a rain scroll over here. So I'm gonna pick up the rain scroll.
Hello.
Stick that down. Oops, I missed. Stick that down here. Oops. And now I'm gonna cast the rain on top. And this comes.
I believe the term is "make it rain."
So I will
He's not
make
at a
it rain.
strip club, Chris.
So for example, if
what
I'm in
talking
combat and
about.
I'm on fire, I could do this, to.
Or if you're fighting some Ifrit, would that like damage them? Maybe.
Yeah. And you see over here, just in case there were water barrels, I could have just thrown it on there if I had enough strength. In this case, I do
you
not.
can't use those once combat has started, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you can use all that stuff in combat. So you can still move stuff around.
Yeah?
You can still fire arrows at stuff and attack things in the environment and stuff. Yeah, totally.
That's cool. Oppression X805 asks, will this be on Steam? This is already on Steam.
This is already on Steam,
As of
yeah,
yesterday,
absolutely.
I think?
Yeah.
It was launched?
Yeah, yesterday was official launch. And the thing is that, I can sit down. You want to
It's
see some sweet sitting down action?
$39.99.
This is almost as
You
good
guys
as
gonna have a
ball
chat?
shots. No
Almost.
chat just yet. Although we will hopefully chat soon.
That world like disappearing as the camera moves in this is pretty good. That's pretty great.
Yeah, they have
I'm
some
into
really
that.
good
You like that
stuff.
effect?
Yeah, I'm into this.
Yeah,
So in
it's
this
kinda
case,
neat.
it's like, I need to unlock a door. So I guess I'll just
Try some nasty deeds on it.
try some nasty deeds.
Well,
you
you-
know I like those nasty deeds
If
on
you
doors.
level up your nasty deeds, can you like perform them at a greatly reduced cost?
What do you mean reduced cost? Like you have to
Like,
it's
if stuff normally is expensive, can you do them dirt cheap? Yeah. Took a little while,
I
Nice.
get jokes.
but I got it.
That's pretty good. How much have you played of this so far, Kev?
Totally get jokes. I am like maybe 6 hours in or something like that, but I feel like I've done nothing. I'm seriously at the point where I feel like nothing has happened. So here we
Because the
go.
world is vast, or because
Little-
you find it tedious?
Because it's vast and there's a lot to do, and in a few cases because the game doesn't necessarily help you figure out stuff. So there's a lot of time spent like just, hey, how do I do this? What does this do?
Yeah.
How do
But
I, what are these people gonna say? Okay, so now
But are you finding that entertaining, or are you finding it tedious? Are you turned into a
I
stone?
think it's entertaining. It's
What?
It's stealth mode. So here's stealth mode. Now, when you go into stealth mode, you automatically leave your partner behind.
With apologies to Solid Snake.
And here's a fun thing. I'm just gonna throw some candles on them.
On these
Okay.
mummies.
Yeah, because see they've got oil on the ground, and so I'm gonna catch them on fire.
Wow, they seem pretty non-perturbed
By
by the fact
doing
that they're on
that.
fire right now.
Mummies, man. There's
And I'm
not.
gonna come over here and see if I can do more of that. Oh nope. All right, so I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
That is really delightful.
Does it say the rock on the side of that? Or the orange?
The gray rock.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do some summoning. I'm just gonna do a bunch of summoning. Let's summon.
What kind of
gotta-
stuff can you summon? She already had a spider out. What other type of animals?
Well, there's this here skeleton. I had a scroll, so anybody can use a scroll. You don't have to have learned the spell in advance or anything. So she's done. Now here comes my fighter. So let's do this. He's got a summon in here too. I think.
do it.
Yeah, summon wolf.
Summon wolf.
So let's summon the wolf.
Dire wolf, do
yeah.
it.
Oh my goodness!
What an amazing
That
save
wolf
by
is so cool!
that wolf. That was
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah, you like that?
Wow.
Yeah.
he's pretty great.
That was
Yikes.
really, yeah.
And now my summon has his turn, but he's not going to be able to quite get there. I have enough action points though where he can attack this dude. so-
Yeah.
You
Oh,
missed
great.
him. You doofus. You missed
Thanks,
two.
skeleton.
Oh, he got you there.
Oh
Some
god,
nice-
here comes the
Uh-oh.
second guy. All right, now we've got her. Let's get a spider in on the act.
Yeah. Horrible spider demon.
That makes a bit more sense because you're in a cave. Earlier it was a bit weird. We just kind of
I don't know.
dangled down.
I kind of like it. I like the airdrop spider.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Like
her
you
turn's
rang.
done. All right, wolf's turn. Let's see what the wolf's got up his sleeves.
Yo, F that dude up.
Do wolves have sleeves?
Bam.
He's immune to bleeding, but it's okay because he's dead now.
Great.
Take that, mummy.
I can't go over there, so let's kind of come over here.
I find most people are immune to bleeding once they've died.
So Kevin, the turn-based stuff here doesn't take place on a hex grid
Nope.
or anything like
Yeah.
that. Do you find you run into any kind of pathfinding or like resource? You know, because like every space you move takes up, it'll take up some points to move. Do you find that all that sort of balances out and you can get a good sense of how it's like the logic is sound and predictable, and so you think you can move somewhere, you can move there. Do you get a good sense
No,
of that?
totally it works. There's a little bit of this issue where it's like, how close can I get before fighting starts? That kind of thing.
Before
But
you
can-
initiate the turn-based
right
segment. Yeah.
Exactly. But once you kind of get used to that, you can kind of you're still using the environment to how you kind of want to use it for yourself. You just got to pay attention to what you see, what's happening around you.
Cool.
And then it all sort of works out on its own. It's pretty easy to to pick up on.
Kevin, thank you very much for coming on.
Am I done?
You're done. I got one more question for you. One
This game
single
is so
question.
good that I just want to keep playing this
This is pretty
game.
cool.
Well, people can pick it up for themselves. It's on Steam right now.
Yeah,
$39.99. When is our review going up?
Who knows?
I guess it's a
no,
big
I
task.
just started it. We didn't get advance code of the final version, so I got started when everybody else gets started. So as soon as it's done when it's done. It's like a Blizzard game.
Cool. I got one final question because it was something I was wondering as well. Evermind88 in GameSpot chat asks, does the game scale with your level or do you do much grinding?
As far as I know, the game does not scale with your level.
Okay.
You're not going out there and this is not Oblivion or whatever. You know, it's like if something's high powered and you go out there and you face it, you're screwed.
Excellent.
You know, and there are places where you can get into really, really big trouble because you can fight anything you want to fight if you want to, or steal anything that you want to steal. People will not be happy with you. They will attack you. You can attack different mission givers so that their side missions are now gone forever. You can. There's
Wow, okay.
Is there
You
ever any good reason to do that, though? I feel like you always want the mission
What if
opportunity.
a guy looks at you wrong?
There's a good
You
one.
motherfucker.
Well, a lot of the stuff, the missions, there's so many different ways of completing them. Like, the fact that I can talk to animals has made certain instances quite different than if I couldn't. Like, I get clues, and I can suddenly, I can solve my murder a different way.
But can't everyone talk to animals if they play these characters?
If they play a witch
if they
that starts
chose
with
those
that,
specific
yeah.
ones to start
Or if
with.
eventually you choose that when you get the opportunity.
Are you also reviewing World of Warcraft expansion packs as well?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, you're not. We will have that on the show post haste as well.
It's funny because this is the big MMO guy in the office.
Yeah.
That's the one MMO I don't play.
Really?
Yep.
Fair enough. We'll have Justin Haywell on pretty soon to show us some of that madness. We're also giving away a hell of a bunch of keys for that. Stay tuned. We're going to give away in just a few minutes. First of all, Mary Kish. I hear there are some new video games coming out. Hey, what's up?
Mary!
Oh my God.
Not a fake one.
No, you were here last week.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot I was there.
You were all
I was there
discombobulated,
doing my
yeah.
thing.
It looked like you were on drugs though.
I think I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I was on acid. So.
Tell us about new games while we look at something that isn't what you're doing for about 20 seconds.
We're going to be paying close
I'm going to
attention.
talk to the audience about new re-releases as Danny and Chris Waters watch soccer.
No, there's nothing else on.
Positive. They're not even going to be responding.
I'm playing some Divinity Divine.
I'm watching.
That's not even a game. You made that up.
Devoted.
I'm wearing these glasses because they make me look dope and no other reason.
Super fresh.
You do look dope.
No, you look like a dope.
You look-
I mean, oh God, no.
You look like a dope.
Divinity.
That's not. That wasn't the right screen.
Divinity is out this
You'll notice
week.
behind me, this isn't accurate. All of these games come out today on the 1st. So that's pretty much the only thing you should be aware of.
Misleading graphics with
Today
Mary
is
Kish.
I didn't make these. I think somebody made these before I got here. I was on vacation last
Sure.
week. It's not my fault.
Sure.
Rob was here. It was probably his fault.
You were here.
Let's roll the footage that Rob made. It's not my fault. So Guacamelee, this is the Super Turbo Championship Edition. It's $15. This came out today on the 1st. Just kind of like more levels, and I heard you can come back as the chicken, and there's even like explosive eggs in the chicken. So
What?
not too bad.
I'm sorry, I'm
Don't
looking at
pretend
Gundams.
like you're listening.
I'm looking at Gundams.
Dynasty Warriors, Gundam Reborn. This is also out today, and you get to play in space.
Wow, that's a very dramatic set piece position for you to play in.
Space.
Oh my God! What a time for the video to.
They had a really
Continue
short
to the next
creative
game.
meeting where they decided that they would do it in space. Screw it, let's put them in space.
Nailed it.
Vita lovers, Child of Light is on Vita today. It's a fantastic, fantastic story. I really enjoyed this. I think it's worth anyone
Did you
who hasn't
like the
given it a shot yet.
rhyming?
Yeah, it gets a little old,
It's
but
a
I
little
still
tough.
liked it. I
But
liked
yeah,
it.
the
And
combat
then,
is really cool.
did you guys have your sea legs?
Nope.
do.
I
Are
vomit
you
regularly
ready
on
for
boats.
a new game about shipping?
Great.
Ship yeah.
Does it have a thing where most of the people in your family have died in their profession?
You boat it, it does.
So.
I almost got there.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
all I had.
You almost landed that
It's
one.
free shipping.
I had a
'cause it's
dream that I was
digital.
on a boat the other night. It was a big boat.
That doesn't make any sense. Are you guys still watching the game?
What game? Video games. We're
You
watching
mean
video games.
Warlords of Draenor? No, Julio's just getting it set up. So all of those games are out now for video game people to buy and
All
not
today.
watch something else?
Everything you saw is today, except for Divinity Original Sin. That was yesterday, so it has no value. It is the same. So they're all out now, so you can go get them.
Thanks very much,
That's
Mary.
it.
You know what's
Enjoy.
also out? All the games I spent my goddamn money on in the Steam sale last week.
Did you spend a lot of tiny bucks to end up spending big bucks?
I spent a lot. I got Next Card Game finally. That was pretty good. Am I giving them free advertising? I got Next Card Game finally.
We go. Nicely done.
That was pretty
Ahab.
good. I like that. We're going to be back in a moment. We're going to give away a bunch of World of Warcraft codes as well, so stay tuned. But right now, random question with our good friend, Timothy Schaefer.
Oh, maybe I would have changed that that part where you kick the wall in full throttle.
Made it into not kicking the wall.
Not kicking a wall in full throttle.
Still 0-0, don't worry about it. Hello, welcome back. Did you know that World of Warcraft is still kicking along? I do, because I've been going to a sport group since I quit about 4 years ago, every day since. They keep cramming out those expansion packs. Warlords of Draenor. Justin.
It is in a, it is in
Just to give you the worst possible entrance into this segment.
Really nailed it there, buddy.
it is a game that is hard to give up. It used to be part of a guild back in the old 1-Up days called Can't Quit You. The Can't Quit You guild.
That's pretty good.
But Julio here has been putting a lot more time into it. We talked about this on a live stream yesterday. Warlords of Draenor is coming out soon. I think we might be giving away some codes for
We
that.
are. In fact, before we start this, I want to let the good folks at home know that they can get in on this right now if they go to... Get a tab ready. You ready? All right. GameSpot.com/WoW giveaway. Go to that page right now, and you can get access to the beta for your very self. We have a bunch of codes. We are not. That's the smallest link in the
It's
world.
so
I love
tiny.
it. It's tiny. If you're watching this on your phone, I'm sorry.
Just type WoW giveaway. It's not even that hard.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
can do
/WoW
it.
giveaway.
I believe in you,
We've got
viewers.
bunches of them. Nobody else knows except the people watching this stream. So just get in there now, get your beta code, and yeah, we're gonna show it off right now.
Yeah, and you'll be able to play exactly what we're doing here. So the way they've set up the beta is that you're able to actually just create your own level 90 character. Like, you don't have to go through anything because we're just testing it out, right, Julio?
Yeah, they give you one level 90 when you buy the game. And, well, since it's beta, we can make as many 90s as we want.
Is that the level cap?
No,
No.
100.
Yeah, so if you
Forgive
play
me.
through the previous expansion, you can get up to level 90, and to make sure that players are able to, start experiencing the new stuff that they made, they're going to give you a level 90 when you, when you buy the game, you can have one character that's set to level 90. And one of the interesting things they're adding for this expansion is the ability to buy more level 90 characters. Like, you can pay,
really?
it's like $60, right?
That's
And you
annoying.
can-
I hate
really
that.
$60?
That's BS. That's absolute
it's
BS.
expensive.
Blizzard should be ashamed of themselves.
Why is it worse than just giving them a free level 90? It's because you can stack more level 90s that you didn't
just
earn?
dumb. Anyway, let's deep dive. Let's get into it. What's new in Warlords of Draenor? Why is this something that I want to go back and play again?
Oh my goodness, that is a big bull.
Okay, the most notable thing that, people are going to notice is the new graphics, right?
New character models?
New models, yeah.
Is it only character models, or have they updated any of the environments whatsoever?
Well, they're making a new world, right? Draenor.
Yeah.
Which is basically what Outlands was before it became Outlands.
Yeah.
So that's all brand new. But this is, I guess, a much bigger deal. I actually made a video on this. Can we roll it?
Yeah, we got a video on
that
this bad
shit?
boy.
Oh, what?
Comparing old and new. Yeah, here we go.
I'm gonna put a video in your video.
All right, stop covering your face so we can see your face. All right, there you go.
So it's harder to see the comparisons, I think, when you're just looking at the new models. But when you look at them side by side, there's a distinct difference between the way these characters previously looked.
Yeah, that was a really exciting off-the-line challenge by this dwarf in the last minute of this gameplay demo.
People were really
do we have any
excited
other
about
ones?
it.
Yeah. Let's keep going on these bad boys.
This is a tiny person
I want to see less
whose eyes got bigger.
less dwarves and more big old models. The faces look more detailed.
Yep.
When you go in close, you can see even more changes. But
Yeah, everyone has this full screen right now. Now that you're seeing all these animations. Yeah,
There you
you
go.
so there are still more characters yet to be revealed with their their updates.
Okay.
The game doesn't have a release date. We're assuming it's going to be sometime in the fall, and before that, they'll show off how all of the new character models will look.
Okay, that orc does look more muscly.
Yeah,
Let's say
definitely looks
that.
more badass.
Less polygony.
But everything else looks the same. Like, there's no like new ass Stormwind or Ironforge or.
No, the world itself, the regular world that you'll be visiting is pretty much the same. I don't think there's going to be a huge overhaul.
Yeah, that would just take way too much.
Well, for a
work.
game that came out, if I'm right, it was 2004, right? So like a
2004.
decade ago. It's looking all right.
Yeah,
Still.
no, it's looking pretty good.
Now they took a gamble going with this cartoony art style, and they were panned for it so much in the beginning.
Yes.
But in the end, that's really paid off. Like this holds up better than a lot of more realistic looking games.
That's actually a really good looking Tauren.
Yeah,
I'm into
look
it.
how much better that looks. The old
Alright.
one looks so bad.
Okay, let's hop into the game. We've had enough of
Alright, cool.
get out of
Go in.
Ironforge there.
Let's
So
start.
we spent some time with this yesterday, kind of playing around with some of the new starting area. But
May have gone
there's
lost
some
a
new
few
things that they're
times.
introducing to this, like Garrison, some new things that you're going to be able to play around with, but you don't get to jump into those right away.
Okay.
The first things that we played around with they're pretty similar to the rest of the WoW that you've been playing, like, kind of explore.
Let's be honest, this is the WoW everyone remembers.
Where are we
Yeah.
now for folks who don't know?
This is what you in Burning Crusade. This is Hellfire Peninsula.
Okay,
Dark
yeah.
portals right here, right? So in Burning Crusade, this area is all like destructed and red, and it looks completely different. Right now, I guess.
Oh
it's,
my goodness! That Panther
Oh,
jump is just really
Can't
dramatic.
believe how
Jurgen
lovely this is, right?
Oh,
Yeah, you remember how Hellfire looks like?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, totally.
This is Hellfire.
This
you know-
doesn't look like Hellfire, man. There's all grass growing around and
Man.
stuff like that.
Do you know who remember what a Hellfire looks like and can't believe it? Jurgen Klinsmann. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
definitely cannot believe it.
And so in this game, you're actually traveling backwards in time. So this isn't like a different version of this world. This is actually that original part of the world, but thousands of
And,
years
you
ago.
know,
Is
That's
everybody
nothing new
Benjamin
to-
Buttoning?
That's nothing new to Warcraft. That happened in BC as well, right? I remember when they started doing Outlands, I guess. Was that traveling through time technically, or
that was traveling to a different
That was
place.
present day.
no? There was
Yeah.
what did they call them? The instanced
Oh, those.
time stuff. What was that?
Yes. Oh, man.
I forget,
It's been
whatever.
so long.
Oh yeah, getting to experience
called.
moments of the past.
Yes.
But this is literally being in this entire world. Like you're experiencing the world in basically the way that it was back then. And for people that have been really into the game, it's probably not something that's going to draw in new players.
Yeah.
But getting to experience that lore firsthand that people have been reading about or skipping over whenever you get a new quest.
Cool. If anyone has any questions, by all means, in the Twitch chat, GameSpot chat.
Awesome
We'll stop
in-game
screaming
event.
about other stuff
What does
now
that
for
mean?
about a 5-minute break, but don't worry about it.
I think that's actually something going on right now.
Awesome
Is there
in-game
an
event.
awesome in-game event happening?
Dude, you just got 20,000 XP.
Did we just like yell? Where that event at?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think that
it might
event
be
is happening
on
to you right
on your
now.
head.
This is the event.
All right, let's get hit.
You are getting evented. This is the event horizon. Run to the docks.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and eat food.
Listen to him.
Sit on your butt.
Take a drink.
Julio, you are so contrarian.
All right, let's go. Get to the docks.
So what else have we got new in here, even if it's stuff that we can't see? So explain the new garrisons and stuff. Like, what are you upgrading? Is it one for yourself? Is it one your clan can have? Are you upgrading buildings that exist in the game world? What's going on?
So at some point within the Warlords of Draenor expansion, you're going to be able to build a garrison, which is basically building a house. It's not something new to MMOs, but it's something new to
Wow.
World of Warcraft.
And one that's been asked, I think, since the first
Yeah.
expansion pack.
And this is a place where you'll be able to get quests, you'll be able to build it up and to make your own individual house bigger and stronger, and be able to add things that you wouldn't have access to in other parts of the game.
Do you know where that lives? Like, surely in some instanced nowhere world, right? You can't just
Yeah.
plop one down in the middle of the Elven forest.
Yeah,
It's gonna
not
be
something
instanced, but
yeah.
I think you can have it in different parts of Draenor.
You get
Okay.
to choose where it's at, so that it's one of those things that you can see, but of course not everybody can see it, because that would just make a ridiculous world. But you can invite other people to it, so it kind of like the way that the world deforms around you as you complete some quests. You see a different version of World of Warcraft than other people see, and that's kind of how your garrison will live. Where you'll be able to invite other people to it, and you'll be able to see it when you're walking around, we're assuming, but other people aren't going to be bothered by having your enormous building in the middle of their place.
Was that awesome world event just a firestorm to get you all to run to this dance party?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I barely noticed the meteor, so I kind of just rode my panther over there.
It's a pretty majestic panther.
Is this sort of the camera taking cinematic stuff?
Yeah, this is an in-game cinematic. I'm
this is
assuming they're
something
going to
they do.
add audio later.
Right. Is that stuff new? I haven't played the past
In-game cinematics?
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
No, not really.
Yeah, they've been doing this for the past few expansions.
Okay.
Well, one thing that is interesting is that you lose the ability to fly when you come out to this version of
Oh,
Draenor,
yes.
Right,
which
okay.
is pissing a lot of people off.
Is it? People are split, I think. I think the more hardcore people are happy with it because you're going to meet a lot more people out there in the world when you're not up in the sky, flying by yourself. So I think that's all right. It just depends. I think they're not completely set in stone on whether or not they're even going to allow flying in Draenor.
Oh, really?
It feels like eventually they are. That's going to be something that unlocks again, but it's not going to be for a while.
That would be kind of ironic considering that's where Outland was where you first learned to fly, right?
Yep, exactly.
But it does get you closer to the ground. Get you see more people because when everyone's flying, then
yeah.
And I imagine it's harder to make a world where you're able to fly to everything, because then you just fly like you don't try walking, you don't explore anything. You just kind of fly from one point to the other.
Kind of feels like you wouldn't be as motivated to make like a nicely winding path with like well-placed shrubbery as if you know everyone's just as the crow flies.
But at the same time, once you lose flying, like it is so freeing and so much more fun to fly from one spot to another because it's so much faster. Going back to just traveling on the ground feels slow.
Justin just likes not getting killed.
That as well.
Up there in the sky, right?
Yeah, I play PvE. I don't have to worry about that.
There's a bunch more content as well. I know they are doing the usual shake-up of dungeons, new dungeons. These mythic raids as well, are they just like really, really difficult big party raids?
Oh man,
You know about those bad boys? Oh, really?
What are mythic raids?
So apparently they're much more difficult raids, but I'm not sure if they're like 10-party difficult ones or if they're like large difficult ones.
It's not heroic.
I don't know. Apparently the new
Heroic
ones.
raids?
Legendary
Mythic,
raids?
baby. I don't know.
I know they've had
Epic
heroic
raids?
raids before that are yeah.
Just making up adjectives. So
Well,
doesn't help.
one interesting thing from this is that this is part of a larger plan to release more regular content. They haven't said specifically we're going to do this every year, but they have hinted that that's part of the plan, or at least one of their ideas that they're going for is if not yearly, at least really, really regularly. Instead of having patches, like normally when an expansion like this comes out, there'll be a significant patch that comes out eventually, which adds more content, adds more things to do. And instead of having a big patch, they're just going to go for a full-out expansion because that's the thing that brings in new players and gets people excited.
It's also the
about it
thing
again.
that you can charge a bunch of money for and have midnight launches for. And I worked about 4 or 5 midnight launches for WoW stuff over the years, and they always get a hella big bunch of people queuing up for these. Like, it's.
Do you think that they would still do that at this point? I mean, I feel like World of Warcraft more than anywhere is a digital download spot. Like
when I was playing, certainly, and the folks that I used to play with, having the physical, like, think about it. Blizzard are one of those companies that's still like massive limited edition versions.
Yeah, that's
of,
true.
Like Diablo and stuff, like games that people are only ever going to, like they probably have the same problem with.
Did you go to the midnight launches back in the day?
Yeah, I used to
Pick up
work
a
on
copy?
them.
Oh, that used to be awesome.
Yeah.
It used to be fun.
I still get those big limited edition boxes just because they're so nicely done. I don't usually buy a limited edition of a game, but for the World of Warcraft ones, I usually World of Warcraft and StarCraft and Diablo, like they're just those big heavy boxes. I like putting them on.
Do you
myself.
have a shelf spot that you keep them on? They look kind of nice all in a row.
Yeah, it's like
'cause they're
big.
adhering to the same kind of form factor but different art.
I appreciate that they're the same every year. You don't have to worry about like suddenly one has like different
Oh yeah,
form.
they've got your number, Haywell. Big time.
When is Warlords of Draenor out for everyone?
So we don't have a
Release
date
date,
yet.
okay.
It's sometime in the fall. Usually this hits before BlizzCon, and we're thinking that if they want to do the big raids that they normally do at BlizzCon, this is going to have to hit before then. So you can probably expect to get into this, for everybody to be able to get into this before BlizzCon at least. The beta keys that we're handing out, you do need to have Mists of Pandaria already installed. So
you
this
do?
isn't-
Okay.
yeah, this is not going to be something that you're just able to, grab a key, and if I haven't been playing World of Warcraft at all for a while, I can jump in. We found out you need Mists of Pandaria to play it.
Apologies to anyone who I didn't say that to beforehand. But yeah, I do have Mr. Pandas. I bought it,
you can
like
get
I
it
buy
pretty
every
cheap.
expansion pack, and then played about 10 minutes and then forgot I had it installed and haven't played it again since. So thanks, you're welcome, Blizzard.
Is this going to bring you back in, seeing this?
Every single expansion pack that comes out, I go back and play a bit of it, but I haven't had a proper hook on any of them. I think Cataclysm was the one that I went back and played for a couple of months again, maybe 4 or 5 months, but I don't know.
What do you think it
Perhaps.
needs? What would bring you and keep you back into a
The
game
thing
like
about WoW that makes me not want to play it is that I feel like I'm wasting time that I could have been spent playing newer, different games. So, I don't know. Anyway, I believe it's extra time in the US game, so we're going to get the hell out of here so we can watch the rest of the game. Thanks to everyone for tuning into the lobby this week. Thanks to everyone in the back. Thanks to these awesome dudes. Where's my flag? Where's my flag?
Thank you guys for watching.
America!
GameSpot.com/WoW giveaway if you want to get in on the Warlords of Draenor beta here. And you have Misty Pen. Oh no!
Did they score? Oh, Belgium, you suck!
What? God! I don't have Mr. Pandaria, that's why I'm so upset about the thing that just
If only you had Mists of the Pandas.
All right, everyone. Univision.com.
We'll
see you there. See you next week. Thanks for hanging out in the lobby. Adios. Stupid Belgium!